Hey everyone, welcome back to my therapy lounge. My name's Joanna. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and today is episode 19 of Walks with Lily, where I walk my dog and we talk about anything mental health. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stay emotionally stable during chaos and unrest. Whether it's global conflicts, political turmoil, or social upheaval, the world can feel really overwhelming right now. You may be hypervigilant, on edge, you may have ruminating thoughts of fear and worry. Chronic exposure to macro traumas, large-scale collective stressors such as wars, political unrest, economic crises, or climate disasters can deeply impact mood and mental health. So let's get into it. First is hypervigilance and anxiety. So when we're watching the news or scrolling on TikTok or X, our fight, flight, or freeze response is not only going to get activated, but it's actually getting overactivated or overstimulated, which puts our bodies into a prolonged state of alertness, which can lead to exhaustion, irritability, and difficulty relaxing. This is why you might feel paralyzed with fear, or just stuck, kind of doom scrolling. Next is emotional numbness and feeling overwhelmed. So with repeated exposure, we can actually feel emotionally shut down or experience heightened sensitivity. So crying randomly, feeling enraged, or experiencing violent and disturbing thoughts. Next is learned helplessness. So this is when you're feeling totally powerless, feeling like there's just an inability to do anything about the situation. You could start to develop apathy, or depression, or just not having pleasure in doing anything. Next is cognitive fatigue. So the constant processing of disturbing or distressing news overwhelms our working memory, so ability to recall things. It reduces focus, motivation, and our decision-making skills. Next is existential dread. So persistent bombardment of these macro traumas and disturbing news, disturbing images can cause us to experience moral distress. So for example, like, why is this even happening? Questioning a failure of systems, government systems, political systems, economic and legal systems. And it can leave us feeling withdrawn. It can leave us with feelings of guilt and moral injury. So for example, you may have thoughts of like, well, wait a minute, like how can I be smiling right now? How can I be laughing or, celebrating a birthday or anniversary or anything like that when there's death and destruction around the world? Like those kind of feelings of guilt for being able to experience joy while others are suffering. So our brains are not wired to process endless, large-scale crises. And without consistent emotional regulation, it can lead us to feeling depressed, experiencing headaches, insomnia, and even burnout. So now let's take a look at ways that we can counter and manage feelings of fear and uncertainty. So uncertainty is a major trigger for anxiety. When we're uncertain, we feel unsafe and unstable. So with all these, catastrophic things going on around the world, that could lead us to a lot of what ifs and, fear of the unknown. The first thing you could do here is schedule out what's called a worry window. And this is just a block of time in the day, around about 10-15 minutes max, where you go and you check all the news and whatever global issues or domestic issues are going on that you feel like are important for you to know, to stay updated on. But you don't go past that 15-minute max mark. And, whatever you're choosing to think about or worry about in that block of time stays there. And if anything else comes up during the day, you got to put it to the next day's worry window. Next is focus on the circle of control. So here, if you want to visualize this or you want to draw this out, so you could draw two circles. One is called the inner circle, which is things you can control. So that's your emotions, your thoughts, your behaviors, your routines. Then the second circle, you're going to draw the outer circle. So in this outer circle, these are things that are outside of your control, meaning global events, climate crises, climate disasters, other people's choices. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're going to focus back on your inner circle. Next is the 4-7-8 breathing technique. So you inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. And this helps to slow down your heart rate. That way you can get back to a baseline, because when our heart rate is slowed down, it helps us feel more calm and relaxed. Next is called the 5-4-3-2-1, which is a grounding technique. And I'm not going to go over that in this video. I'm going to go ahead and link my short that you can check out that goes through this whole technique. So as I said, you want to limit your news consumption. I mean, ideally, you would want to keep it within your worry window. But if you do feel like things are happening, like there's breaking news in real time, and you do need to check again sometime during the day, again, it's a quick check, and then moving forward with whatever other task or activity that you need to do. And lastly, I want to talk about taking purposeful action. So being able to channel your anxiety and your feelings and emotions into something actionable, whether that's volunteering, donating your time or money, or even liking, sharing, reposting some videos that you think are beneficial for people to see. When we're able to take action, that's actually counteracting any feelings of helplessness. So we're kind of taking back our control. And lastly, I want to talk about the fact that chaos is always going to exist in this world, but you get to choose how it exists within you. And so these tools that we talked about, aren't about shutting off reality or shutting yourself off to things that are happening. They're about being able to face these things from a place of strength instead of panic. So which tip will you try first? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you think this video will help someone who's feeling overwhelmed with all the turmoil going on in the world, please share it with them. And if you're looking for free mental health resources, go to mytherapylounge.com/shop. All right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.